Hi enjoyers, today we're going to create our first animation blueprint, and also we're going to import some animations and character and set up everything by our hands. So this is the last part of beginner's guide, then I will continue our space shooter series. So before we start, if you want to get my completed projects and created assets, you can subscribe to my Patreon. There you can find some assets and projects from my videos. I would appreciate any support. Alright, let's back to the video. What we need to do first, we need to add some character, animations and so on. So we need some assist from third party, and let's go to the browser. You can find this Mixamo website and you can log in and use this for free. This is accessible for everyone, so you can use it. So let's check out. We can use this character and also animations for that character. Let's use some. I'm going to use some characters. For example, we can use this character. This is okay character. We can use this one, for example. This James. Yeah. This is your choice. You can use the character you like. Let's use this one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time just for picking some character. Okay, this one is our character. Download. Unity pose at FBX. Download it. Alright, the next part is animations. Let's go to the animation tab. And here you can find some animations for this character. I'm going to use locomotion animations. So I need idle, run, and walking. Let's add them all. I'm going to use idle first. And I'm going to use this animation. The hand is clipping the body, so let's make character arm space a little bit more, like this. Okay, I think this is enough. Download it. And here you need the format FBX, skin without skin, we already have our character. Then frames per second, 16, and nothing else. Download it. Next part is walking animations, so I'm going to use walking. And let's find out our animations for walking. Check this in place, because we don't have root motion animations, and we don't have root bone for this character. And it is okay for beginner to use in place animations. Root motion is more advanced and not always necessary. So use in place, check this. And I think this is enough. Also, I'm going to make character arm space more, just to avoid some clipping issues. Alright, download it. Okay, next part is strafing right and left. And I'm going to use this strafe in place. Okay, arm space the same, and download it. And the same for the left strafe. Now we need backward walking, for example this one. No, this is too comical, I would say. This is not what we want. Let's try to find backward walking. Let's add here back. Maybe something like this. Yeah, but head is not looking behind like it must. Alright, let's use this one. Okay, in place. Alright. Let's download it. Okay, last part is jogging animations. But we need to use running for Mixamo. So here you have this run animations. Let's check out what we want. And no, I don't like this animation. Let's check out other animations. No, I don't like this head bobbing. Maybe this one. I need chill. Yeah, I like this sound. Alright, last part is animation running left and right. So I'm going to use run and left. And we have this left strafe in place. character arm space a little bit more and download. Then let's add running right strafe, the same in place, character arm space and download. And last one, running backwards. This one? No, maybe. Or maybe this is the only choice. In place and download. Okay, now we have walk and run animations and also have character. You can also add jump if you want, but I'm not going to add jump because in our game it is not important part. So let's back to our editor in the Unreal Engine, double click on character, and here we have this mannequins. Let's add our own character, new folder, and this character called James, let's use his name as character name James. I'm going to use add, import, and I'm going to use these animations. But first of all, I need to click on the character and import him first, then import all. Okay, this is our character, double click on skeletal mesh. He looks not bad, I would say. Even maybe, yeah, he looks pretty much cool. Alright then, let's create a new folder and make it texture. And click on the first texture and click on the last material with shift holding. Then drag and drop on the texture and move here. Alright, let's now remove this animation Mixamo comb, this not important part. Save everything. Then let's rename this SKM, skeletal mesh of James. Skeleton the same, let's make this skeleton James. And you can also change physical asset of James, like this. Alright, now we're ready to add some animations. Right click here, new folder, animation. Open folder and import here all animations. Add, import, click on the first animation, click on the last animation with shift and open. And now we need to assign skeleton. I'm going to assign skeleton James and don't touch anything else, just import. Now we have our animations. I'm going to rename them all. You need to add your character name in the animations because otherwise, imagine you have a bigger project and you have different type of characters. You can confuse yourself using the same names, or maybe you don't know how to call your exact animation that you want. So when you have correct names, for example, this is idle, I'm going to call this James idle. And now this is James idle, and when I want to add idle of the character James, I can just use this James idle. I know that this is for James. Alright, rename everything. Now we need to create our blend space. Blend space is basically the set of animations that can transition to each other. So right click here, animation, and you can find here this blend space. You need to use your skeleton. This is a skeleton of James. I'm going to name this blend space BS and James. Okay, I need to rename it again because I need also add here locomotion. And when you have combat locomotion, you need to name it combat locomotion. If this is a blend space of floating animations or something else, you need to name it correctly. This is just a locomotion, so I'm going to use this. And we need here two parameters, this horizontal and vertical axis. First of all, we need to create horizontal, which one is direction. This is the direction of movement, and it must be from minus 180 to 180, because this is degrees, and this is your actual 360 degree. Then we need to adjust this part. So we need step by 90 degrees. So currently this is 90, this is 0, minus 90, minus 1. Yeah, this is what we need. 4 grid division is enough. Then snap to grid. Okay, this is for precision. Then we have this vertical axis. This is our movement speed. Minimum axis value must be 0 and maximum is your max walk speed. If I remember correctly, for this character it is 500. So yeah, and I need to make this 5 division because this is 0, this is 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Snap to grid as well. And this is all because you can add animations and you need to snap them to the points. And if you don't check this, you can put it anywhere here, for example, and it is not correct. It is just clunky and not precise. So snap to grid, use grid as well here. Alright, we are ready to add some animations. First of all, for 0 speed, we need to add idle animation. No speed, no movement. This is vital for this blend space, so James idle must be on the first place here. Then we have this forward direction. This is 0 degree. So for this one, we need walking forward. I'm going to use speed 200 for walking and for running 500, like this. All right. Now for backward walking, this walking backward, we're going to use 180 degree and minus 180 degree because this is actually, this is 0. This is 180 and also minus 180 is the same angle, so it is the same animation must be. And James running backwards also the same. Yeah. Then we have our strafes. Strafe running is minus 90, this is left. If you remember from the previous videos, left is negative and right is positive, so it must be like this. Then for walking, the same. Just be careful with speed. You must adjust speed. This is 200 strafe walking, and this is 500 just strafe. This is actually running. Okay, save. This is our blend space. It is all. Then close it, and we need to create our animation blueprint. Right click here and create animation blueprint. You need your skeleton James, and I'm going to name this ABP, animation blueprint of James. Okay, open it, and now we have this anim graph. You can see this is different from standard blueprint, but if you go to the event graph, this is the same. So basically you can attach here some logic and use anim graph with that logic. Anim graph is your all animations. You can see here your animation is here. What we need to do? First of all, let's create locomotion, and it must be state machine. State machine is the set of different type of states. So let's create state machine. I'm going to show you how it works. And let's call this, click on it and name it locomotion. All right. Connect this part to here and double click here. You have this entry, you can add state, and this is the state that your character will start, and then you can add some different states and you can create some conditions when this state will transition to this state, and you can also make it go back when conditions met. So this is, for example, for jumping. You can add start jump, then middle jump, then you can add, for example, end jump, and then go to the start, like this. You can create locomotion like this. You can create idle, then walk and run, and back when the character stop moving. But I'm going to use the simplest version. I'm going to use one state. So I'm going to call this idle to run. And this is it. Double click here. Use this blend space locomotion. Connect it here. And this is our locomotion. Now you can see our character is not in the T-pose. Now character is staying on the idle state. But we don't have this direction and speed. So drag and drop here, promote variable, this is our direction, and speed also must be promote variable, speed. Okay, now we need to set up these variables using our event graph. So basically this update animation is event tick. We don't need to check out our character every tick. So let's use for that purpose our event begin play. Event begin play. This is when this ABP will start. Then try to get pawn owner. This is a node that allows you to find out who uses this animation blueprint. So I'm going to cast this to blueprint of player and connect it here. Now as a blueprint player, I'm going to promote this variable and let's name it, where it is, this one, blueprint player. Alright, now in the event tick I'm going to call this player blueprint. Be sure that this is valid, so I'm going to ask that question, is it valid? And if it is valid, then I'm going to update my variables. First one is speed, set speed, connected here. And next one is direction. Direction is also set direction, connected here. Alright, how to find out our speed and direction? We have actually for blueprint of player, click here and drag and drop. We have this blueprint of player. You can find out this character movement, and here you have this max walk speed. This is your speed, and also you have different type of variables about your speed. So what we need to call that component, get character movement, and scroll down. This is our character movement. Now we can call from here get our velocity, and scroll down. This is our velocity. This is coordinates where your velocity directed, and if you want to find out amount of speed, you need to call here vector length, and this is amount of speed. So basically you can connect this to your speed, and this is it. Yeah, that easy. Next part is what is this? Okay, next part is direction. Right click here, and you can just calculate direction using the node calculate direction, and this is it. Drag and drop here. Oh wait. Okay, connect them. And then velocity is this velocity, and base rotation we can call it from blueprint of player get vector rotation, and connect this one to base rotation. Okay, now we have everything that you need. Let's go to the blueprint of player, click on the mesh, and let's change this many. Click on the viewport. Let's change this many to SKM James. Now this is our character, but without animations. But actually we already created ABP James. Compile and save, and let's try it in the game. I'm going to use play button, and you can see this is our character. And when I press buttons, my character moves around, and the character moves smoothly. Yeah, now we have our locomotion. You can see our character is able to walk around, can use the car as it was, can exit the car, and everything working well. So this is it. I hope you enjoy. If so, hit the like button, share comments what you want to see next, subscribe to the channel, support on the Patreon, but most importantly, enjoy. See ya!